Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Aishwarya. I know my hair is a mess today, but somehow I really like how it's looking. It's giving me Bridgerton vibes, so it doesn't even make sense, but I did not do my hair today because I like how it is. Moving on. So welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Aishwarya. So this video is about quarterly review and reset. Hello birds. अभी मैं वीडियो बनाऊंगी तो definitely सारे शोर शराबे अभी होंगे. Ignoring that. So this video is about quarterly review and reset. And this video is divided into 3 parts. The first part is about why I decided to do the quarterly review and reset, and how this idea came to my mind, etc, etc. The second part is about this party I hosted for my friends to do quarterly review and reset together. So that part is a little bit about the party that happened, and the third part is about the template that I made and used as a reference to the planning for the quarter. So I'll be putting timestamps either on the description or in the comment section, so if you want to skip any of the part, feel free to do that. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so first part is why I decided to do quarterly. Let me talk, okay? To plan a growth. They are not letting me talk, just shut the fuck up, okay?
2,000 years later.
Alright, finally. So I came across this book called 12 Weeks a Year, and I'll be very honest, I haven't read it yet. I have read it in bits and pieces, and essentially the book talks about, for example, जब हम लोग कोई goal set करते हैं तो usually most people set a goal for a whole year. तो yearly planning लोग करते हैं. So उस book का ये कहना है कि जब हम लोग एक साल के लिए कोई गोल सेट करते हैं तो एक साल बहुत बड़ा स्पैन हो जाता है to be accountable for something. By the time it's March or April, we forget about the goals that we have set for ourselves. और जब एक महीने के लिए कोई हम गोल सेट करते हैं, that span, a month span is too short to be to accomplish anything basically. So the quarter, which is 3 months, 90 days, around 90 days, is a perfect time span to be accountable for, to set goals and to actually achieve more. So I really like this idea, and I thought I should give this a try. I'm also right now reading a book called Atomic Habits. I just finished chapter 2. I'm on chapter 3 right now. So in chapter 2, I also read this very interesting thing where the author said कि, you know, instead of setting goals, you should set systems. Meaning, for example, if I set a goal that I'm going to read 1 book a month, for example, I'm going to read 1 book in January. So the chances are I procrastinate reading it because I think I have 30 days to accomplish that goal. I have 30 days to read 1 book. So I then naturally procrastinate and postpone the work to the next day. Instead of setting a goal like that, why don't we set systems? For example, instead of saying I'm going to read 1 book a month, I'm going to say I'm going to read 20 pages every day. So when I do that, I inevitably read more. Chances are I'll be finished with 1 book and I'll already be starting a new one because I'm reading 20 pages every day. So the book says that instead of setting goals, set systems. I have to do something about the birds. Hold on. Yeah, it's much better. Yes, I hope the previous part is, forget it. So the idea is instead of setting goals, set systems. So when I planned for my quarter this time, instead of putting goals, I put systems. So, and the idea also is जितना accurate लिखोगे और जितना precise लिखोगे उतना it would be helpful. For example, when I say I'm going to read 20 pages a day every single day, I also put it in one of my routines. Like for example, I'll wake up, I'll drink my water or whatever, I'll do my morning stretches or something like that, and then I'll get done with the reading. So inevitably I start my morning and I'm done with the reading part, which means that I'm going to get more work done naturally. It's very obvious logically. So I thought, why not give this a try. So yeah, that's why I decided to do this whole quarterly review and reset thing. moving on to second part of the video. So I decided to host a party for a few of my friends, a themed quarterly review and reset party. I did a bit of an extra this time. I made invitations for people, I sent them. We had this food table, so there was this chips and dips and veggie cups and dips and everything of that sort. And then I made these envelopes for everybody. And in these envelopes we had the templates that I'll be talking in the third part, and I sealed it and shit because that's how extra I am. And everybody had their name written on the envelope just to make it a bit personalized. And then people started writing, and I was very happy to see everybody sat down and wrote things and planned for their quarter, and we had a great time. Even those of my friends who I thought would just show up because they like me and won't actually do anything about it because planning is not essentially their thing, even those people sat down and wrote, and it felt so great. So yeah, and I also made them a bit this cute thank you note. I don't know if you can see this, like in a bottle, a thank you note with a flower, just extra things. So yeah, that was about the party. If you are watching this and if you are interested in something like this, I would definitely recommend doing this with friends. So you can come together and like put some stationery and papers and sketch pens and everything and sit together and plan for your quarter. Not necessarily you have to share it with your friends, but actually doing it in the same space really helps, because then you feel a bit motivated and you actually sit and plan. I personally, and I hope my friends, had a great time doing that, and all of them individually wrote me messages about how they thought it was helpful and how much important and how much, I don't know how to put this, how much self-reflecting that was, and I really am absolutely thrilled to know about that. So if you are watching this and if you're thinking of doing this, I would definitely recommend doing this with your friends. If you do that, please let me know. I would love to know that. You can message me on my Instagram and put a comment here. I would love to know that. Yeah, moving on to the third part. Okay, moving on to the third part. I made these templates to use as reference, so that there is some sort of a reference to what exactly to plan or what to reflect about. It's not necessarily that you follow these questions or do everything that is written here. This is a very individual practice and very personal thing to do, so you can skip any of this part, you could do anything, and there were some blank pages where you can write and plan and I don't know, do whatever that you want to do. Now about this, I've been putting I'll put a picture of all of these pages here. You can maybe take a screenshot and use that as a reference. Or not, you can do whatever that you want to do. I'll essentially share what this was in a shortly bata deti hu ki kya hai. So we started with quarterly reflection. So I truly believe before you start the planning for the next quarter, you should reflect on the previous quarter. So this was a quarterly reflection page jahan pe there were questions. For example, what were your biggest achievements this last quarter, or what worked well for you, what did not. What do you think was your biggest time waster, and how do you plan on cutting on it, or what are your negative habits or thoughts that you want to let go of, your favorite standout memory or moment, or your highlight, low light. So basically questions like that. Then there was a quarter at glance. It was just like a calendar, so you know how your quarter looks like. And then there was reset, which was planning for the second quarter. So there was goals or systems for different categories. For example, things that you plan to do for your mind, for your body, for your soul, career, personal development and finances. There was this activity called Wheel of Life. I would be making a different video on this, or maybe a short or a reel on my Instagram page for this. So if you're interested, please check that out. Then there was this set up routines of different kinds. So these were few examples. Like for example, you can set up a morning routine that you would like to follow, your night routine, your workout routine, daily routine, skincare routine, food routine, self-care routine, etc. Then fourth was habit tracker. So basically these are essentially the habits that you really want to track. And fifth was venture planning, meaning if, for example, if you are employed somewhere, so you work for somebody, right? Venture planning is where you plan for something that you want to do for your own self. For example, I do some other stuff. I'm also a student, so there is other stuff that I do, but this YouTube is like my venture. This is something I want to do for myself because I've always wanted to do that. So in venture planning, I wrote about what I want to do with my YouTube and how I'm going to make videos, about what I'm going to make my videos and stuff like that. And then there was this manifestation sheet which is called Plan Your New Era, a little something about new you. So these were these questions. For example, the questions were, what does she looks like? What does she look like? So the new you, so you write about how does she look like, what she feels, how does he or she prefer to be treated by others, and for example, how does she navigate conflicts and disagreements? So how does her morning look like? So basically things like that, which I thought would be interesting to write about your future self. I had never done that before and I thought, interesting, let's do that. So yeah, I will try to put these templates here somewhere. You can screenshot it and use that as your reference. Again, you don't have to do every single thing written here because it's a very personal and individual thing to do, so you can skip, you can, alter, you can change the whole question altogether, you can do whatever you want to. You can totally skip this and plan for your quarter. I just thought it would be interesting to share this with you guys so that it might be a bit helpful because I find it really helpful. I found this activity really helpful. I think most of my friends did and we had a great time. So I thought it would be nice to share this with all of you. And yeah, that's it for this video. If you like this video, don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you really soon. Till then, stay safe and take care. I am back. This feels so good.